Hey everyone, I wanted to answer a few questions and comments that I get around some of the mobility work that I do with my clients and on myself for my golf game. And I really like this tool set here. It's called ROTEXMotion machines. There's a handle and some floor models that I'll introduce you to and show you what they're doing. And then I'm going to share my most favorite two exercises utilizing the tools. Okay, so my favorite setup with the Rotex package is the combo package that's got the two floor models and one handle. And what they do is Dr. Joe Lacaze at ROTEXMotion, he's really done a fantastic job of aligning what they have is a little resistance to them. And so when we get into the positions, the resistance is actually creating the stretch for us and the mobility that we're getting with some of the stability depending on what exercise we're doing. And so that's really great, and it attacks that mobility and the stretch from a different angle than what we're used to from a static stretch, let's say. And so you can see where the handle can move a little bit here, and then with the floor models, we've got a little bit of resistance in play that goes onto there. The floor models have a little bit of an angle, and this really helps us target specific areas within the body as we're standing on the models and create some really great angles to get some deep stretches. So I really, really like these guys. I use them with all of my clients. Every single student has seen a benefit that's gone through here. It's just a crazy, crazy mobility that we get utilizing these. Personally, I use them every day. I get in, I've got my daily ritual or routine that I use, and then prior to hitting golf balls, I get in here, I get the body warmed up using these machines on there. So I really like them and can't wait to share my favorite two exercises with them. Okay, the first exercise that I want to share with you is internal hip rotation for mobility and stability. So I've got the unit set up here, so I'll be stretching out my right hip flexor, my right hip on the unit, so it's on my right side. And so I take my golf position here, and I want the angle of my shoulders to match the angle of my feet. So I'm tilted a little bit here. All right, and so what we do is I want to turn, I'm a right-handed golfer, I'm going to turn into my backswing as far as I can without letting my foot go into external rotation there. So what it's going to look like is I'm going to make my turn, and that's about it for my mobility today. And so when I hit this end range of motion, I want to now turn my toe internal rotation. And so that stretch is really pulling me internal hip, external. Actually, I'm feeling a little bit here. Every day I feel a little bit differently. Really, really important that we keep the swing plane. This is why I'm using an alignment stick right here, so I can keep that swing plane pointed at the ground. So we hold it for a count of 5, and then we'll come back to neutral with the toe. I'm going to keep my body here, and so when I move my toe internally, I was actually getting some stretch. So now I want to accept that stretch in my body, and so I just can rotate just a tiny bit, get about an inch or so of mobility out of there. You can see I'm still staying in my golf posture, keeping the angles intact, and then rotate again. So we'll hold this for 5, come back to neutral with the toe, a little bit more mobility there. Internal one last time. So I'm even feeling a little shaking going on here. Feels really good. And then back to neutral. One big push to accept that stretch. And then we want to come out of any movement with these discs slowly. We've really stressed the muscles and the stretch there, so I want to come out of it slowly. So down the line view, this is what it's going to look like for us. So same direction for me, and get a little bit of a turn, internal. Turn again, another internal. Neutral with the toe. One more internal. I like to do about 3 internal rotations. One final. And that's good. I feel like 3 is a good amount for us to do. And then sometimes I'll hit this exercise 2 or 3 times in a session. Okay, now for my second favorite exercise. it's more like 1B, is using the handle against the wall. So I've got the wall here, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna work on a nice rotation stretch. We're gonna get in a little bit of side bend, work the hip flexors as well as we turn that. This is really great. I've got a wall here. If you've got the handle, say you drive up to the driving range and you don't have a wall near you, just put this on your car window and you can do this exercise and get your body loosened up a little bit. And so how we do this exercise is I'm going to hold it with both hands here, and it's going to be about at my chest, mid-chest level, and it's going to be up against the wall here. Okay, so now I'm in a nice golf posture as I come here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to rotate both left and right. So looks kind of like this. So when I do this, I feel the stretch in my left, say on this side, feel the stretch left hip flexor down the back side here into a right side bend. And I'm really working a good turn. Always remember to breathe when we do these exercises. And so, yeah, so really love this. Just gets my body flowing, especially for performing a golf swing as we're coming into that swing. This is a really great exercise. I usually do about 5 turns each side, and that gets me going. Well, those are my favorite 2 exercises that I utilize almost on a daily basis. Really love them. I basically use them with every single one of my students. We really like the results that we're getting. So if you're interested in purchasing a set of these, I highly recommend the combo unit that's here, the 2 floor models, and the handle. You can head on over to ROTEXMotion.com. It's ROTEX, R-O-T-E-X, motion.com. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you purchase a unit, go ahead and send me a message. DM me, head on over to my website, FaustyGolf.com, and let's chat about what we can do for you.